Alright then. It's time to get going. Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Content and Creations, episode 25 here. Hard work ahead, and I mean that in so many ways. So, the first thing I want to bring up, we have this wall here for a specific purpose. If anybody's been away from the internet for a little while, you might have not heard, but I think everybody probably has heard by this point that in the part of the restructuring after Daybreak was purchased by Columbus Nova, Daybreak had to make some decisions and decided to let some people go. And there are a lot of good folks and a lot of folks that we know from the community here. And this is just a bit of a tribute that we have that we players have built, and a lot of folks have been working really hard on it. I know Asphyx is on the other side of the wall right now, one of the folks in chat here, or at least they were when I logged on a little while ago. I've seen a lot of people coming through here, and I will show you just how much this really means to us in the community here. So, there's a lot of folks that most of us know, maybe some of you don't. I mean, just going down the list, Noah Watkins, Troy, Ashlyn, Amneris, Felgon, Morgard, Smokejumper, Pterodactyl. If you don't know, Pterodactyl was the last of the OG VS leaders for PlanetSide 2. She was on the kind of marketing and game design sort of stuff, getting items and stuff integrated from what was it, the Player Studio, and she was actually the one that got my very first Player Studio item, the Hex Grid camo in PlanetSide 2, into that game. So I'm really gonna miss seeing her. She's gonna be just miss seeing everybody from the team going up the middle list there. Jeff Butler, Brass, Lindro, enemy. I actually don't recognize the enemy on. Nobren, Afista, Keldum, David Carey, Mr. Anderson, Mark Storrs, Ander Klaus. I ate lunch with him a couple of times, or the dev brunch rather, at SOE Live. So gonna miss seeing him around. Kevmo, Hats, Calciferous, and I feel like there's still some more folks on the list there that we missed. Unfortunately, the cuts to help make things stay afloat and keep to the budget. Unfortunately, these are the folks that it affected. We don't know what else may have been affected or changed internally, but we are going to miss these folks quite a bit. Now, that doesn't mean we aren't going to be, still watching what they do on the internet. I'm definitely going to be following each and every one of them and seeing what they move on to. Yeah, Dorkish, I'm going to miss them on the team, their influence and their what they brought to the team, and their knowledge of the product and helping it get to where it's at now. That's what we're going to miss, the interaction, that all of that good stuff. So this is basically what we've been doing as a community, making a gigantic community wall here. Everybody signing off, got tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of signatures from so many people that it really means so much to us. And we're definitely going to miss these folks' presence on the team. However, we're, like I said, going to be watching what they do going into the future here. And by hard work ahead for the episode, I mean that for both the folks that are remaining on the team as well as us, the community, to help work with them, is still very much going to be a player designed, not player design, but player facilitated game. We're helping them out with a lot of stuff, and they recognize it, and they really like what we've been able to do to help them out. And likewise, we've really appreciated what they've done to take our advice and feedback and everything, and make really good use of it. Just gonna kind of go back and forth across it a few times. Some good stuff. My gorilla head at the bottom there. Someone put a apple core in front of it. We got some other stuff. We got the EverQuest billboard sign over here. Some folks have been putting down some sculptures. Some really awesome stuff. Some of the alphabets down there. We got our Phippy over here. Never give up. Yeah, that's true, Dorkish. Dave Georgeson did say he's still looking forward to playing the game with everybody. So, he's not going anywhere. If anything, we might actually get to play a little bit more with him now. Still don't think he's going to reveal who his secret alt is, but that's fine. So yeah, that's a lot of folks from the community coming here for just a big nice build, and I really appreciate how civil everybody's been. I haven't really heard of any issues or problems coming about from this. It was pretty much open for me to come up and drop my stuff off, so I'm really glad that people have been a good sport about this and nobody's been a jerk. It's really nice to see so much support from the community, so much I can't even capture it in one picture. All right. Yeah, Asphyx. I don't know who put that there. All right. So, let's move it along then. We have really a lot of awesome places I'd love to check out this week. Let's see here. The place Lady Astrum was working on, but I don't know exactly what her exact screen name is. I think this is the one. That would make sense. I don't know why searching didn't give me a more specific name, but that's fine. Lopane, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, buddy. Stay here, Asphyx, Dorkish, Kilryu, Falcon Gray. I saw Murren earlier. I saw a few other folks earlier. Hello to everybody and welcome. I really appreciate seeing everybody here today. That's weird, Falcon Gray. I think this has been her most recent work in progress. I thought sure I just saw something that she's got a place to check out. Maybe I'm mistaken. Oh well. Well, while we're here, we might as well take a little check. A little look-see through the lovely place. Nice little archway there. That's really nice. That's weird, Falcon Gray. No, it should, you should still have access to your account if you had it before. So nice. I like the brick and stuff through the walls, so this would probably need to be something else along here. Though I would advise for any type of use of brick to have it thicker than this. Thin brick with that doesn't quite look right. It just looks painted on. I like it. I like the design and the furnishing. The roof still needs to be kind of boarded in on this side, but that's probably not too difficult to do. Nice. And I like the switch over to the plaster up here from the brick. Yeah, nice house. Oh hey, it's set with linking and triggering. Wasn't that lovely? Does the fireplace turn on? No. Is there something hidden back there, I wonder? I see. It's not quite complete. It's nice either way. I like it. Oh, I see. That's how you get up there. It's from the outside. I thought it was from the inside. No, that makes more sense then. Silly me. I like it. Nice stuff. I don't know if this is what she's been working on most recently, but, yeah. Wonder if there's anything under here, if this is just a kind of a flat workspace platform. Anyway, let's take a picture and move on. If anybody has a place that they'd like to have toured, please do let me know. I would love to check it out and give you some feedback live on the show here. That is what we like to do. close to where I want. Let me just reposition a little bit more. Let me try that one more time. Sorry, folks. There we go. There we go. Good enough. Azerthan. You got it, Azerthan. That sounds good. Hey, Ziff. How's it going? Let's see, did the screenshot send yet? Not yet, not yet. Soon? Soon TM? Maybe I didn't click share properly. Falcon Gray, if you bought into Trailblazer way back in the beginning of it, that might be going as far as November of 2013. I think that's when it became available. Somewhere around there. What's going on here? He's not sending? I guess they're not sending. What's going on here? Send along already. I wonder what's wrong here. Let's see. Oh, jeez. Okay. It's gonna be like that, is it? Let me just make sure they're actually going to a screenshots folder. Pictures. Let's see. It's not saving hard copies of the pictures either. That's weird. What's going on here? Hold on a second, folks. We got some technical shenanigans. Well, there's always that. Alright, well. Oh well, they'll fix it. Let me try one more time and I'll just save a manual screenshot. There we go. Alright. Moving on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's getting the screenshots with the UI. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, folks. Nakapenda, I'm just not going to rely on it. If it's not going to work, I'll just, I can see there's some problems. I'll just do it the manual way. That looks lovely. Alright. Fezicus, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Saw some other folks come through. Sunfax, hello. Dranthos, hey, hey, hey. Some backend features disabled because of the DDoS. I could see that. Massive delay. Did it actually post them finally? Ah, crap. There's probably like 8 of that picture up now, huh? Oh well. I'm just gonna do both and some will work and some won't. So, Azothan, we're going to be heading to your place here. I hope you're still around. Fezicus, what do you have in the works right now? Yeah, it's probably going to be more than just 2. I'll go back through and delete the duplicates. Chunky terrain loading. Clonk. See how much damage I took. Oh, hey. All of it. No, Ogre Snot, I haven't seen your Kautar with a dragon head yet. Much appreciated, Dranthos. Man, I take a little sip of this, like, whoa, wait a minute, that's not what I was expecting. I've been hitting up one type of gin for the past month or so, and just got a little of something else. It's nice. No Kautar body? Oh. But the oil, it would make so much more sense. Alright, let's check this place out. Hey, did you want to use voice chat for this? Dranthos, I really want to see good things coming from the community here. I know there's been a lot of negativity and stuff, but there's also a lot of room to stay positive. No problem, Azerthan. Alright, so first off, this is a really, really nice use of stone. I like it a lot. Going from the big brick to the small brick like this, getting a little detail in the middle there, that's nice. That's really smart use of materials to take one bit of space and cut it in different ways. A nice little stone window there. We'll get to that in a moment. I like it. The circular shapes in the stone go really, really well together. That actually, I feel like it looks better on round surfaces than it does on flat surfaces. So, kind of taking a little bit of a look at some of the areas where you did some of the detail. Outside, you've got these shutters outside the glass, the sword stained glass things. That's really, really cool. Now, when we get up here, I really like this material here, but I feel like there needs to be something to help separate it from the... I'll use this tool. Something to kind of separate this layer here from this layer here, just like a 1 or a 2 band thick layer of trim going around. Because right now I see the cracks in this and I see the cracks in this, and they kind of line up and kind of don't line up, and it looks a little bit weird. If you just frame this this segment from the rest of it, kind of like you did up here with the trim, I think that'll look really, really nice and further help communicate the detail going on there. One other thing that I see that it's a tough spot that I see you've had to kind of compromise on is this little transition here. The fidelity and everything there kind of gets thrown in a little bit of a weird way. So I'm wondering if there's something that you could do to cover it or hide it, either using some curved rope or chain segments or something around there to kind of work as a kind of a mask in the area. If there's another way it could be approached to maybe give a little bit of a slope to it. Because right now I do look up at it and see everything, all the angles and all the vectors and everything are clean, except when I hit here. It's super jaggedy, and it's a really difficult technical area to hit up. It might actually be easier if you make it 2 voxels thick going around instead of the 1 voxel thick going around. It might give you a little bit more room to play and a little bit more room to kind of clean up and ease all the vectors in position. Great Coco and Bro, what's up? All right, so that's just kind of some of the stuff on the exterior here. I'm definitely going to keep looking at the exterior. I really do like the stone, the way this is done here. That's really, really nice. It definitely looks like it belongs there. If you wanted, though, you could probably throw a few stones and boulders just around the outside of it to kind of help make it look like it's maybe a little bit more reinforced or tamped down, or just to kind of cover like this little edge here a little bit, and these little jags here and there. You could use boulders, you could use some plants and bushes. I think that would really, really help. I like this little log here. Whether you put it there, it was already there. I like it. Nice little detail there with that gravestone. Easy detail to miss, but it's really nice there. Just a little extra detail. In fact, it looks like you actually terraformed this hill yourself. If you did, that's great. If you didn't and it was already there, good use of what was already there. I like it. Alright, so we've got the roof tile up here. The roof tile does what it's going to do. I definitely like the use of this material. It doesn't quite have the radial fidelity that it would need for these yet, But I think that's something they're still working on. Check inside the log. Oh, hey. Isn't that nice? That's really cool. You know what? If you wanted to make this look even more sinister, make the water a bit deeper, or have a layer of ice underneath that stops it and then more water, and shine a light through it so the water is tinted. You'd have to use a spotlight, but spotlights plus water get some really cool effects. I could see this being... you could do something neat with that for sure. So we're down here in the sewer system, in the sewerway. I really like the look of it. I like the arches. One thing I'm going to recommend though is you either need some wood or some plaster or something up in here. Bricks just kind of floating, horizontally across like this, they end up being more structurally weak than they are stable, because all that's holding them in place is the whatever you're using as a mortar there, and it's basically working against the structure to have the bricks up here rather than working towards the structure. So I definitely recommend towards the top of the arch either reinforce it in some way, or maybe swap out and use another material there, plaster, stalled stone like a slate or a granite or something, or even stucco would probably work. And then, same with here. I like this going through. I really like that. Could actually even be metal. And if you wanted, this would be a great room to start putting in some metal and some stuff that kind of looks a little rusty and corroded. This you could even kind of corrode up a little bit using the kind of some of the rougher metals to show some age and to show that it's been kind of down here and well worn for a while. I like these arches with the raw stone behind. It looks really, really cool. Oh, that's quite inviting. So it's down this way. I like it. Nice, good use of the torches, good distribution just along the one wall there. Along both sides would probably be way too much light pollution. If you alternated them, maybe it'd look... That's fine. I like the way you did it there. It works well. Little alchemy station. Again with the brick. And I would also recommend, for this area in particular, if it's something that you really expect a lot of people are going to be coming through and visiting, maybe adding some sort of a vent or something, some sort of a hole that kind of leads out or something that lets out, because this, with the fire and the gases and all of that, I would wager this room's going to get real stuffy and maybe a little unbreathable when stuff starts getting worked. And it would probably carry up the stairs here and make this all kind of nastified, especially it'd be a long way out before it actually vents out to the surface. So some little vent or chute to let things out would probably be great. Ziff. Too many games to play, bro. I like this. Little crafting stations and stuff. Ooh. Levers. What? Which one of you? Which can I pull? I don't think I can pull any of them. Ooh, you got a couple little spots of wood there. Aha. Very nice. And that lantern is used to toggle the door. Very nice. I like it. Let me just open that back up one time. I would recommend, not only for the sake of making this little part here a bit cleaner, but also actually kind of hinting that there's something here, have the wood terminate right here, and then just have the stone brick past it. So that way, if somebody looks real closely, they might see, oh, wait a minute, there's something behind there. If, of course, they don't, highlight it, assuming, highlight's still a thing. I think if you actually tell this to delink, you can make it that people can't even highlight it, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Got the lights up there. That's a nice little extra detail. Huh. Spiral staircase. So I can see the bottom of the spiral, or the bottoms of the stairs from here. If there's anything you could do to either maybe clean it up or hide it, or just use a different material or something, so you don't once again see the brick from below, I think that'd be really nice for that spot. Got the wood. We got a teleporter. Got some more fancy bookcases. Got a chest there. This is another library-ish room. I recognize this from the screenshot of the place. Nice wood tile up there. Dorkish doesn't work like that. There's the ground floor. Cool. You've got a punishment chair. Silly ogres. Just grab a drink when you want it. Got a roast here, got some bread. Where would somebody cook that, by the way? Did I miss the kitchen? Or is this like a wizard fort and they just conjure their food? A curved line tool? Oh yeah, that would be lovely. Just the line tool we have right now needs some work, though. It's still a generator of some neat artifacts. In fact, I call that chaos voxelmancy, because you're just throwing things together. You might get some bird-shaped voxels. You might get a trash can lid. You get all sorts of weird stuff. Just screwing around with the line tool. Dorkish. The kitchen will be an exterior building? Okay. The main consideration I say for that is, if this is an area where somebody is potentially going to be eating, you would imagine the food area, not only where the food is prepared, but also where the wood boards and the dishes and everything are taken afterward, would have to be somewhere nearby. Now, I have no idea where this teleporter leads, so if this leads to a kitchen, you're in business. Okay, so we got the teleporter. It leads to a bedroom. I really like that here. Actually, this spot here, hide a weapon. This right here, this is where you've got like a Norite spear or something hanging out. Just something that's like, alright, you've come too far. It's time to die. This is clearly the top of the place here. Okay. I'm gonna go to the very top, and then I will say what I gotta say. So it's boarded up here really nicely. That looks great. This definitely get a little bit of extra thickness down here and reinforce the bottom side. You wouldn't see the bottom of shingles. If you see the bottom of shingles, they're not going to do very well for you. So these stone windows, I like the stone windows. I kind of think if you actually swap them out with metal, it would work a little bit better. stone cut in this way, set in stone like this, it doesn't seem nearly as sturdy as if there was a piece of metal, or a metal frame rather, kind of stuck in place, because that would mean it was kind of more form-fitted and kind of blocked in the area. You could even use like the riveted metal on these parts and these parts and these parts to make it look like it's bolted into place. I kind of think that for all of the windows. I look through them and they look really nice. They do look really nice. They're just, I feel like the metal would help out quite a bit. And we've got this little balcony here. That's quite nice. It's I like the way you've kind of resolved the area here. It's still a little blocky, but it works really well, and it's kind of hard to see. Actually, it looks very intentional, like just an extra sort of detail on it. Magic stone windows. But once again, going back to what I was saying about bricks and gravity and stuff, definitely recommend using some sort of a different material on the bottom here to make it look like the bricks have something to really hold them up and stay in place. Maybe even using a smaller brick for this, as these large heavy bricks might be a little unwieldy for trying to build up an area like this. The roof tiles are just fine, especially since you've got it boarded in over here. I don't see the thatch roof from the outside, so that means it's an additional material that you've got, and you just need to paint with something else, I believe. Let me go back on in. Whoops. These are they're not head bonkers, but they're ledge grab stairs. Oops. Let me in first person, I appear to be ledge grabbing on them sometimes. Now, because I switched to first person and back, it isn't. So that's just a little awkwardness. Don't even worry about that. Actually, it's probably fine. It's just some mechanics that they still need to work out. Oops. Alright. Actually, I'm going to go back up there. So yeah, this is that radio roof I was talking about. We see thatch on the inside, and we see the tile on the outside. If you just swapped all of this with wood, and then maybe made a little bit of something to help reinforce it, I think that would work out really, really well. It looks great, and I like the openness of the room because of it. Whoops. I do like the kind of the shape and the it looks nice. It looks like something that someone would really feel comfortable in. A lot of space, even an ogre would probably feel alright in this place. So yeah. So that's it. That's we've kind of checked out a bit of everything. So yeah, okay. So this is that same material we were seeing below. Seeing the trim below and above it looks fantastic. I really like that. I like the way that you've really used a lot of the stone materials in this build and gotten a lot of kind of dynamic look and effect out of it, really. Definitely a nice build. Was there anything else in particular that you wanted feedback on while I'm here? I like how it's furnished. I like how it's decorated. It feels lived in. Very nice. Well, I'm going to try both methods for a screenshot here. For sure, Azerthan. Most appreciated. I'm really glad you were here to show this lovely place off, and I really hope that the feedback ends up helping you out and make this build super awesome. I mean, it already is pretty awesome, but some stuff that'll hopefully help push it over the limit. Oh, I did see the well. I will go check that out. I figured that's what it was, but I don't want to skip any details. Yeah, Ziff, the Grave Hill is pretty cool, but I really like that shot from the front. It's very, I would even say, fantasy story brick to the look of it. It's nice. Asphyx gonna order some pizza. That's a great idea. That might end up being my dinner tonight. That just sometimes happens. Okay, Adavari, how's it going? So maybe it just isn't sending the confirmation. But I can definitely see my frames are chunking right now, so it is sending the image. Let's see, did that go through? So we are 1 hour into the show here, everybody. Thank you all for coming. I did send out a tweet when we started up the show, and if anybody feels like going and giving that a retweet, that would be fantastic. I think it's on its way, and it's just kind of slow still. But just in case this doesn't get through, I will take a manual screenshot. Maybe I will get it with the Grave Hill. Let's see. Nah, you don't even see the grave from here, do you? Oh, it's on the other side. Let's try that. Yeah, you don't even see the grave from here. Oh well, that's fine. I do like it from the other side though, because we do see the that kind of floating island. It looks pretty awesome. I like this shot. I like this shot. But give me just a second here. Get it exactly as I want it. Did I get it? Yeah, okay. Just getting the backups just in case. Wargath, thank you very much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, viewers. And, yeah. Alright, alright, alright. Fazicus, are you ready for a visit? Also on the list today, we got Zek Saidu. I wanted to check out ZNet Residence. I actually wanted to check last week too. Shariel's got something going on I wanted to check out. Ari Wynn, I wanted to check and see what the recent progress has been on her Kinos build. And Fazicus, since you are here, and I know you are a builder of awesome things, I'd love to see what you've got going on. Wargath Weird Raid. Keeping it weird. I believe this was what I wanted to check out, the listening device. Uber Nerd, don't quite have a theme this time. Last week there was a little bit of Valentine's Day, but there weren't too many builds. This week, just kind of looking at a bit of everything. I'm really focusing on doing feedback on builds where the people are actually around, because I really like, I much prefer that. I like to be able to interact directly with the folks and, you know, really give feedback based on the motivations for the project, rather than just kind of spewing nonsense about the style and architecture of the place. I really like the way this is procedurally laid out. Oh, I better get away. I like the way that the procedural design actually accents this area. This kind of little rim that's just going all the way around. It's so nice. It's a really nice natural kind of buffer. If that was done that way, that's awesome. If it's if it was modified to look like that, well, that's fine too. What in the hell? That thing's all the way over there. Bah. Silly video game. I'm gonna wait for everything to finish loading in. Gotcha, Faz. The extra topping and make it cheaper. Oh, dorkish. No, I mean there's a lot of people still playing that never come through in places I've never even seen. Never stopped Andy Warhol walking. Soup. Yeah, you know, his can of soup is kind of boring to me. Many decades later, I look back at it, it's like, that's just, it ranks up there with like Milton Glazer's I Heart NY. It's like, yeah, it might be famous, but so what? Jackson Pollock was the man, by comparison. He made some gnarly stuff. Not saying Andy Warhol didn't do awesome stuff, and I guess Milton Glaser too, but, that was his name, right? Milton Glaser? Hey, look at that fancy outfit. Haha, grapple run. I gotta say, with that shoulder pad, you look like you're dressed for some Final Fantasy cosplay or something. Turkish. It's pretty nifty. Oh, I see. I wasn't even close enough. If you go too far, they start to disappear. Very steampunkish, actually, Falcon Gray. Quite a bit. Cadavari. Well, let's see. Let's do a little bit with the lights here. That's fun. That's pretty cool. Chompa's outside. This thing goes up to a kind of a plug up here. Which looks like the end of a mug or something. It's good use of the prop. And you got the wires going to everything. That's really, really cool. That looks it actually looks like wires in there. That's nice. Looks like the tubes on your Marshall amp. That's awesome. Hey, Ritz. It's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. What's up top? Giant speaker. That's neat. Scales perfectly with Pinball Brawl over here. Yeah, the colored rope to represent wires. Just, that's super smart. Killryu. Yeah, no, it's not a bomb. I played on a tube amp once in jazz band. Alright. Not really much feedback to give. It's amazing. I can't really say anything else to do with it other than, you know, give us sound emitters, please. Make some sort of awesome tune come out of this thing. What's the angle I want to get this from? I think I want to get this from here. So, Fazicus, when are you, I guess, are you going to submit this at the very beginning of the Landmarks of Landmark competition, or are you going to kind of wait till the end, like, kind of leave them in suspense a little bit? Because clearly that's what you've made right here is a Landmark of Landmark. There's no way this thing is, not going in. Whatever competition, if you submit it, it's in. In fact, Pinball Brawl, same way. You got a couple of winners here, man. You've got some amazing, amazing work. Really, really awesome. It's not just the technical work, it's the vision to actually, know that this is what you want to make and have it turn out this way. Just fantastic. Let's take a little bit of a closer look. We've got these little pointy things. It's actually a set of 4 different spotlights that can give different types of colors. Oh, I was getting caught on a rope there. And then, do we have anything else? Are there some emitters inside of here? It kind of... No, doesn't look like it. Looks like this is all done with just the lights and switches. That's really cool. Oh, there's a Keynotes build at Bricolage. Hell yeah, we'll check that out. Okay. One thing I will suggest that you do here, Faz. I don't know what the right emitter would be, but some sort of emitter that points upward to make it look like there's, or goes out radial to make it look like there's actually sound going through the area that's actually causing reverberations in the atmosphere because it's that powerful. Pinball Brawl, it's so awesome. No, Zifx, it's Sony EQ Backwards, which was the name of the Elf City. Where's that bay? I think we're that way? Yeah. Double check. Yeah, good hair. Good bearing. I was going to say good herring, and it's like, wait a minute. I kind of split the difference there. Good heading, good bearing. No, good herring. Good herring, everybody. Sorry, I had something causing a little bit of lag. My apologies, folks. It is no longer an issue. Though it did make my textures wonk up for a moment there. You know what? I think surface running is going to be faster. Actually, I think just going to bricolage is going to be faster. Boink! Grey Cocoa. No, actually, Keynotes is built on Elven Ruins. There was actually a comment about that there'd be like statue of Miragle somewhere in town. It's like, dude, that was the old school elf lord, leader, emperor, high wizard dude. So I believe it is most definitely Elven Ruins that we're being built on top of, but ultimately, actually no. Last week I called it the Half Elf City, and I'm really sticking to that. This thing's a fire extinguisher. That's awesome. Like a giant walking. That's awesome. That's so cool. I know this isn't the build, but that's just. Oh, jeez. You kids and your props. And your voxels. Alright. Hey, look at this. Beowulfs, hey hey. Alright. Kinos. I like these steps here going up. Nice long steps. Good spacing for everybody. Big steps for small races. Comfortable steps for large races. These bricks going around, they're definitely yeah, Beowulf, sorry about that. I was literally working all day yesterday. I wanted to, believe me. I really had planned to, but didn't work out that way. Some of the inside roof bits are done. I really like what you've done with the stone here. I'm wondering if you could actually smooth them off a little bit instead of having them as sharp and rough. If you could maybe give them 1 or 2 layers of smoothing to kind of bevel and round off the edges. I think that would work really, really well. The material that you apply might try to do that anyway, but actually building it in, I think it'll make it look a lot nicer. Right now, it looks sharp. It looks rough. It doesn't look like anybody's walked over it. And if you do, you're gonna, you know, scratch up your shoes or, you know, poke your foot or something. So let's look at the exterior here a little bit more. So, let me take a little drink here. I like this little swoop here. Definitely to the style. I like the way these bricks are done. Large chunks of the flagstone being used for the columns, the exterior, you know, chunks like this. That's not only to the style, but it looks really, really nice the way it's done here. I recommend either raising this up to match where this is, or having another one up here. I really like what I've seen with some of the builds where the swoop kind of is followed all the way around the entire structure. And you see it matches here too if you had it on the higher level. Why is glide not working? Freaking lag. So yeah, if you'd raise it up a bit, is that the same level? Are they the exact same level, or are they just kind of close? No, they look like they're at the exact same level. So yeah, raising that trim line to have the meet would probably work really, really well. They got cobbles. Cool deal. Now we just saw the round keep, and we saw the larger brick here and the smaller brick here. I think that would be a really nice way to resolve this area too, using the, like I said, the flagstone, the larger chunks of stone in here, and then large brick here, small brick here, or even like brick down here, like a large then a small, and then get into the plaster up here, or solid stone. I don't know, whatever. I really like it. Azerthen, if you're still here, this is what I was talking about, giving yourself a little bit of extra room with your own radial stuff. You see how instead of it being 1 thick, it's 2 thick, and they were able to get a lot cleaner. I definitely recommend trying to do something like that for your own build. It'd give it a little bit more thickness and depth, and unfortunately there's still a little jag here, but I know it's still being worked on. And I got that swoop there. Yeah. And then the pattern of this swoop, the way that you've got this kind of two-tiered rail here, if you actually had that go all the way around this radial segment and connect up over here, you would have that nice unifying pathway pretty much leading the eye around the entire building. I think that'd be a really, really, really solid detail for this place. I see how they changed the texture before putting him in. That is a great idea. That is a great, great, great idea, because there is definitely some change on the way. I like these. I like these as kind of ways to frame the doorway here. And it's kind of got a defensible purpose that it is kind of funneling people in. It's going to be a lot harder to try to, shoot stuff from the outside in, because it's just that angle is limited. While when you're here, you have a lot more ability to kind of head people off at the pass and use the awkwardness of these stairs as a further defensive advantage. Something finally gets through here, you got a bunch of folks here waiting to stab them. Is the entrance small? No, the entrance isn't small. I would say it's a good height. Ogre's heads are going to be going up to here. It's a good size. I don't think it's too small at all. I think the consideration that's going to be difficult is how you're going to door it up. But if there's doors that actually meet the proportions or close to it, that would work fine. Or otherwise, if you actually do like a double door sort of thing that seals on the inside and has a bar that goes across, it'd be the sort of thing that it'd probably work a little bit well to make it look pretty reinforced that way, and reinforce the fact that it is defended from the inside, and can be well fortified. So I don't know what this pattern is going around, if that's where there's going to be archways and stuff kind of going back and forth and holding everything up and supporting it. I support that. It looks really good. It's a very nice kind of basic design for where everything's going to go. I think it'll work out really well. I would say up at the tops here, maybe just a little kind of V-shaped support for a couple of them, like there, and maybe one here. One here would probably also help accentuate it a little bit better. Definitely just a tiny one here. I wonder what shape they would make the doors. It would either be a square shape like this, or it would be more of that arrowhead shape. But the arrowhead shape comes with the considerations that we don't have doors that really seal it in, really don't fit it very well. So from the inside here, I like this. The wood really does reinforce the area nicely. It helps kind of hold all of the plaster and work there in place. That definitely, it looks correct. And I like the little support beam going across through it. I could even see another support beam maybe a little bit lower, or I don't know, maybe something like a V shape that connects from these up to the middles of these or something. Yeah, Fazicus, I know. It's pretty cool. I really like the approach to it here, just kind of painting on the walls initially and then working from there. I like this one too. It doesn't feel quite as reinforced. Just a little bit kind of sealing in this area here and here with just one single crossbar, one single cross beam going from here to here or whatever. Like from towards the this part of the vector. Because when you look up from down here, it's a very flat segment, and while when you get close it doesn't quite look that same way, up here it just looks like this large section with a little bit of a bend to it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So then, as we go up here, this looks like a doorway or a balcony or something. Maybe where a staircase leads in. Got another one of these here. Like little areas that either interface with a second floor balcony or second floor in general is up here. I like the shape of it. It looks really good. Let me look a little bit more at the roofs here. That roof looks good. It's got that proper A-frame look to it. Doesn't have any overhang, which actually might be the right way to go. This one's got a little bit of overhang. It's probably not a problem. It would maybe be nice to have the wood on the bottom of these and then the shingles over the top. Like just wood right here for like a 2x4 going out. Just to help kind of show the reinforcement a little bit better. Are you making those 2 building bits to have on 2 floors? 2 stories to split them in half. I see what you mean. Huh. I really like. That's really cool. The kind of squared articulation. If you're gonna have that going to kind of counter the shape of the octagon there, I think that would look pretty cool. But radial also looks good there too. Nice. I like it. It's great stuff. Great stuff. I really like the structure. I like the way you've approached the columns here. It's good stuff. Alright. I am going to screenshot, and then we are going to be probably moving on. Was there anything else that you were looking to get feedback on for this build or kind of in the area? Bricolage Bay, that's how it's spelled, right? On Satisfaction Vale. Yeah, it's pretty cool, Beowulfs. Oh, whoops. This is all you're up to at the moment? Very cool. Beowulfs, there's tons of them out there. I really don't think anybody on that team is going to have a problem. So let's see if it sends properly this time. I think the last one sent just fine, so let's check on that. Publish succeeded. There we go. Yep, it's up. Alright. Beowulf, there's way more devs than there are jobs out there, but that doesn't mean that experienced people aren't going to be able to get priority over less experienced people. Oh, Alaska State Trooper 64. Welcome, welcome. Are you is that 1964 or are you the 64th one? Is that like your never mind. How you doing? So, we got some other places that I wanted to go by and check out. Oh, I'm sure Jeff Butler's just fine. Believe me, he's a creative guy. He'll find something to do. Don't you worry. Alright. Let me check my friends list and see who's on real quick. Let's see. Nope. 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 The folks I wanted to visit aren't necessarily on right now. So you know what? I'm just going to go give a visit over to Arwen and see what she's got going on now. Yes, Xanthios Floating Islands. We spent probably at least an hour of one episode just going through all of that place. That build is beautiful and amazing. It's the sort of thing that kind of makes you think, well, gee, what if they actually did make a game that's all up in the sky like that? It'd be kind of cool. Beowulfs, no, you're a consumer. You spent money on Daybreak, you're not getting profit out of it. And if you are, it's as a contractor in Player Studio, so you know, still not 100%. So I'm gonna wait for everything to load, and then I'll just pop a little token and get right back up on my feet. Like me, technically, I'm a contractor with SOE or with Daybreak because I have put in Player Studio stuff in the past. I see the Kappa Cat. What? The smoking Kappa Cat. What about it? Yeah. Alright, let's try this now. Oh wait, it doesn't give me the revive prompt. Oh golly, folks, you know what that means? Alright, it's coming back up here, folks, don't you worry. Alright. Adamanus, hey, hey, hey. No, I haven't, Uber Nerd. I mean, maybe I have, but I don't know it by name. It's all of these. Adamans, this is going to be free to play when it goes into open beta very soon, but not right now. Now it is in, I would say, the very late end of closed beta. I think they're looking to transition out sooner than later. Oh, very cool, Uber Nerd. So, I think there was some interior decoration done from the last time we were here. I like that there. Those windows, I think, are a little new and different from the last time. Like these little details in the corners here. That's quite lovely. Yeah, Adamanus, I guess create an account and use it. Create a, an account with SOE if you don't already have one and apply it. It should still apply even if you don't have access to the game. And you'll have 10 glass mover platforms when open beta starts up or when you finally get in. It's kind of a exclusive item. They might make them more available in the future. So I got a nice little fireplace there. Like the window. Like the wood being reinforced there. And last time we were here, this wasn't covered over and the roof wasn't done up this way. So that's a nice little improvement right here. I like it. Looks good. The little junctures there may be a little wonky. There's definitely ways that can be resolved or otherwise hidden. Oh. Well, you just give it to someone, Adamanus. It's fine. I mean, there's more to it than building. There's, you know, the adventure aspect and stuff to do with your friends, and there's going to be a lot more to do in the very near future. Don't you worry. Oh, that was a nice little visit. It looks very much the same as the last time I took a screenshot, so I think I'm just going to hold off and move on to the next place. And if Arwen comes through during the show, I will come back and give some more specific feedback on specifics. Sure, Adamanus. That's totally fine. You can give it to anybody, actually. You can just offer it up. I'm sure someone in chat will take it. Let's go. Next, please. The community house. That's, I think, what I wanted to look at. Alright, folks, I know we had a little bit of a late start to the episode, but we are getting close to the 2-hour mark, and we're going to be taking a break at that point. I should probably also mention right now, there's a decent chance that the show is going to be reduced to just the 3 to 5 p.m. slot next week and going forward. I really don't have enough time to do everything I need to be doing between work and all the talk shows and everything, so got to make a little bit of time and space here and there. And not that I don't absolutely love doing content creations, because I absolutely do love doing content and creations, but it's something where I just something's got to give somewhere, and I feel like 4 hours of touring. Going back to the early days of Landmark, that was huge because there weren't really that many people streaming it. Now, there's a lot of folks doing tours. Landmark Explorers, they get around, they get to see a lot of stuff. So I'm not going to say that the show's redundant, but what I want to do is maybe refocus it towards a little bit of a different direction. And basically the goal is 100% feedback for people who are going to be there. Day here, thank you very much. See you later. Have a good one, and catch you next time. Alright, I think everything's loaded. Whoops! Wrong button. Oh well. I didn't want to spend a token anyway. So long as it doesn't bring me into a caverns graveyard, that would be a little weird. Let's try it again. I'll do like the kids do and mash the space bar. Pantera, how's it going? Pantera, what's good with you? Have you got something in the works? I'd love to come by and visit if you do. That looks really cool like that with the, I think it was just like the normal maps or whatever. Getting a lot of buffering? Could be. I mean, I cranked up my, my bitrate about as high as the connection can safely handle, so I'm hoping that it's not too big of an issue on that end. Adamantis, what's up? Let's see, is this the community house? Yes. Well, I mean, this is the glass right here, but if you're talking about the glass platforms, I can show you one of those in just a moment. In fact, I'll be back here in a moment. I'm actually going to show you that glass platform since you were asking for it and show what I've been working on. And then we'll come back here before we take the break. So, because I can't just use it right here. Where the heck is that thing? Here it is. Stone of Recall. Future Brewery. Not that it's a futuristic brewery, though it probably will be by the time I'm finished, but it's, actually, no, it is going to be. But, yeah, it's not really much of a brewery right now. I just kind of have the foundation for the building. And even that I'm probably going to adjust. These, by the way, are those bird voxels I was talking about. You'll see them in just a moment. See? They look like birds. And you can just go and grab them. That's the freely accessible part of the claim. So this right here is that glass mover. Unfortunately, they have some trouble with tight spaces. So let me just kind of show you how it works just in the open air here. Oh, Tomzo, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. So here, I'll just change the setup and cut the delay down to 1 and up the speed to 250. Alright. So every second, it should smoothly transition across from one side to the next. There we go. Zek, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. We were just gonna visit ZNet residence. We'll definitely be doing that after the break for sure. It's still got some problems here, these glass moves. 8! I said 1! What the hell? Let's turn the speed down. As you can see, the glass movers are still having a little bit of trouble to them, so, yeah, don't mind the elevator. It's supposed to just be a smooth transition. Oops. But it's got some trouble right now, unfortunately. So once they work that out, that'll be great. You can't really ledge grab on those either. Come on, ledge grab. You were working like an update ago. Oh well. You get the point. Some of the cool links are because you moved it, but it's not so empty. Very cool. Hey, Chip, you've been in here. I was going to say, hey, Chip, but you are here. So now you see it's moving a little bit better there. And aside from that, just a little bit of this and that I've been working on. You know, it's not quite a brewery yet, but I've got this fancy little elevator, and using the new grates basically is kind of the off point there. Got a couple of sets of stairs leading up, and I plan to use the interior space accordingly. We've got a couple of the landmark logos there hanging out. Don't mind those 2 pieces of wood. Yeah, I've got plenty of glass movers, don't worry about it. I'll either pass it off to somebody or just consume it. You can use as many as you want on your account. But yeah, not too fancy. That's what I've been up to. We'll go back to Sherriel's place later. I am just going to take us to ZNet residence to hang out outside for just a moment. Before we start the show, or before we start the second half of the show, I should say. ZNet residence. There we go. There we go. Knows if it's actually going to be a full automation brewery. If I can set up everything exactly as I want. Basically, I want it to look like all you need to do is throw the ingredients in, one end of it, and beer is going to come out the other end in a few weeks or something. That's what I'm going for. Oh, cool, Chip. Yeah, I'm thinking not necessarily the item codes, but definitely the beta access codes. Probably it's about time for anybody who's still hanging on them. Just put them out there. It's going to be probably an open beta in a couple of months, I'm guessing. Maybe sooner, maybe later, but maybe sooner. So yeah, definitely, if you got them, do something with them. Actually, as if it'll work even better, I'm thinking we're going to have the voxel to mesh features for EQN, and that's what a lot of the props and stuff are going to be coming from. So maybe not necessarily this, though I love that robot, and I'm definitely going to check it out after we come back from the break. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of awesome stuff working in a lot of awesome ways for EQN. I'm really excited for it. So I think this is going to be about time. We're going to take a short break here, maybe about 10, maybe 15 minutes. And when we get back, we'll be continuing our touring and feedback, starting here with ZNet Residence, moving on to Shariel's Community House. And then anybody who's got a place that they want to get some feedback on after that point, by all means, we will definitely jump in and give you a visit. Assuming there's still time, assuming these two places that we're checking out aren't going to take up an hour apiece, which is possible because they're pretty awesome. But yeah, I'm going to shut up now and start getting my break here. I got to grab a little something to eat and refresh my beverage and all of that. And I hope you all do the same or whatever y'all need to do on your own. And I'll be back.